Did you know there was a poet who once was so bold his words made America downright uncomfortable? I'm talking about Langston Hughes. That man could drop a poem like it was jazz and so smooth, sharp, and full of truths that some folks just couldn't handle the rhythm. Langston didn't write to play it safe. No, sir. He wrote with his pen like it was a superpower. Zap, pow, boom! His poetry wasn't just words, it was lightning. He talked about real life, black life, at a time when the country wasn't trying to hear people of color. They were trying to hush voices like his. And he wasn't quiet about it either. Langston wrote loud, proud, and poetic. He tackled dreams, racism, poverty, and music. His attitude was basically, I'm gonna write the truth, whether you like it or not. That was Langston Hughes. But here's the cool part about Langston. He didn't just sit in one place writing poems. This man traveled Kansas, Illinois, Ohio, Mexico, and even Africa. He carried a notebook, and wherever he went, he wrote. He wrote his first breakout poem, The Negro Speaks of Rivers, when he was just 17 years old, on the back of an envelope, or some say a napkin, while he was riding on a train. And let me tell you, that poem flowed like soul dripping onto the page. Rivers, bloodlines, history, it was deep. Powerful stuff, folks. But not everyone was clapping. Fast forward a few years during the Red Scare, when America got paranoid about anything that sounded like justice or equality. The government got nosy. They dragged Langston into a hearing and asked him, why is this black man talking about fairness? Like he was a threat just for writing the truth. But Langston, he didn't back down. He wasn't trying to start trouble. He was trying to start a change, and he never stopped. The man wrote plays, short stories, poems, and even books for kids. He was a storyteller for all ages. That was Langston Hughes. You might remember one of his most famous quotes, hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken-winged bird that cannot fly. Langston wasn't just a poet, y'all. He was a hope dealer, passing out encouragement one line at a time. Langston was my guy for sure. And when he wrote, woo, that man had bars. Like this one from his Rivers poem, I've known rivers, ancient as the world and older than the flow of human blood in human veins. That's poetry, history, and black pride all in one breath. What made Langston truly special was who he wrote for, not just the scholars or the big-time thinkers. He wrote for everybody. The janitor, the jazz singer, the little kid down the street. He made regular folks feel seen. Langston said, our stories matter too. He was a microphone for the people, loud, proud, and real. So next time you hear the name Langston Hughes, don't just say he's some old poet. Think superhero fighting lies with lines, making history with every verse. And to all the young poets out there, never be afraid to speak your truth. Even if the world says, shh, you say, I've got something to say. Speak loud and speak proud. And hey, if you ever scribble down something deep on the back of a napkin or an envelope, keep it. You never know. That little poem could change your life, just like Langston's life was changed. All right, folks, that's all from me right here on Fresburg Live. I hope you enjoyed what we had to say. Thanks for learning the bold and beautiful story of Langston Hughes with me right here, and I'll see you next time.